So what has it been like, Mike, going through the Tangible Kingdom Primer as a community group program?
Well, I'll tell you what, Jason, it's actually very challenging because the Tangible Kingdom Primer is very countercultural. This isn't just a book that people go about and they feel good about, reading through it. They get, a lot of laughs and stuff. This is very challenging, both on a personal level and as a group, because a lot of the things that they ask you to dive into are very personal things. They're just very countercultural that people typically they try to steer clear of. To be honest with you.
Well, and I think we have about 400 or 500 folks now doing this group together.
Yes.
In different community group settings, all ages, shapes, and forms. Mm-hmm. And so, what has the response been now that we're 5 weeks in? How are people, have they been responding well to it? Like you're saying, it's challenging.
Absolutely, it's overwhelmingly positive because though it's challenging, no good things come about that aren't challenging. And so people are really engaging, and they love the idea of being missional where they are, and not hiding behind the church's walls, and not being being churchy or anything like that, but they like just being authentic people. They're not targeting people that are in their community. They're just out being real, being the hands and feet of Christ.
Well, and one of the great examples of that, we used to have this thing called Trunk or Treat at our church where we invited thousands of people to come to our church and get candy for Halloween. And in response to what we're doing as the Tangible Kingdom Primer, we are going out and into our communities and throwing Halloween block parties where our community groups are actually owning these parties, and we're coming alongside of them, providing an inflatable for them then to engage in that community. And so how many, I think we have around 12 groups or so doing that. What has been the response of groups owning that?
Absolutely. The people, it's surprising because a lot of the people who are really excited about it are the people that I wouldn't have even thought that they would really want to be on board with something like this. And so that's actually at the heart of what the Tangible Kingdom is about, is finding the sweet spot in people where they want to go and they want to live these ideas out. And it's in places and in people that I would have never even guessed. And so you're exactly right with these block parties that we're going to have. People are just coming out and saying, I'm really excited about this. We're going to go, we're not going to go door to door and tell people, beat them across the face with the Bible. We're just going to get to know them first.
Yep.
And we're going to go out and we're just going to be the hands and feet of Christ.
Well, it is awesome, and it's something that I'm really excited about. And behind me, you'll see this board of just everyday folks in our congregation that have stepped up and claimed where God has called them in this life. And so, me as the Live Out director, we are just so excited to come alongside of our people and empowering and equipping them to go out and complete the mission that God's called them to. And so as a church and as a ministry, we're having to go and figure out, how are we going to equip and empower these people? And it's something that I love to do. It's no more of, developing these huge initiatives. It's just saying, okay, great. I'm so glad you're passionate about alpacas, Joyce, and helping autistic kids. Let's figure out how to develop an organization that you could pull those two things together and be able to impact the community. And so it's just something that I'm so excited that we have the opportunity to do, and it's just been an awesome resource being able to use the Tangible Kingdom Primer this fall as a church.